It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Buccos are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Jack Flaherty gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping up now, Kevin Newman. He will lead this one off today. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. The 1-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Standing in now, Gerard Dyson. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Into the box, Josh Bell. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Wong. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
In now, Gregory Polanco. Belted high and deep into right center. Edmonds going back on it to the track, and it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 14 on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Stepping in now, Brian Reynolds. There's a shot out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Edmonds sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly. Trevor Williams, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, they really need Paul Goldschmidt to snap out of the funk he's been in. He's got only 6 hits in his last 10 games. That's not catastrophically bad, but they need a lot more from him. There have been a lot of 0 for games lately, and that's not doing anybody any good.
To his right, Frazier on to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. His previous history with Trevor Williams, 2 hits in 7 tries. A ball and 2 strikes. Looking at his career totals, Goldschmidt has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. Grounded to first. And the first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Trevor Williams. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, there's a line drive that's caught by Miller at shortstop. Unfortunate that time. That ball was scorched, but it becomes the first out here in the second.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
At the plate, Kevin Newman flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Wong backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. The 1-1. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Standing in, Tyler O'Neill. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. 1-2 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield from center to both corners with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He comes into this one just 2 for 12 in the series to this point. Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
Batting fifth, the third
Here's
baseman,
Matt Carpenter. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He carries a .421 batting average. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run. Digging in to try it again, Gerard Dyson, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Pirates are up 5-0 now. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
So 1 man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Striding in once again, Colin Moran. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry. He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in now, Gregory Polanco. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Onto the grass hill and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 2nd of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here's the catcher, Luke Maile. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-1. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Reynolds rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, and they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
When you're up by 7 runs any time in a game, let alone this early, it feels awfully good. They are hitting on all cylinders here, but they have to be careful not to let off the gas pedal now.
The 1-1 home. On the ground to third. And the throw to Wong, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man.
Welcome back as the Cardinals look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've really been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Dyson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 8.
So with one
The
away,
catcher.
it's time to check out the
Yeah,
National
yeah.
League Central Division standings as you see
Later.
where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. His previous history with Trevor Williams. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Batting 9. The pitcher. Alex.
So here now is the pitcher,
Reyes.
Alex Reyes. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Moran is up with it. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Their start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Clint Hurdle during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Line towards center field. Edmonds is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting. Second baseman. Adam Frazier.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Frazier, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 5. Gerard Dyson.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Well, if he wants to hit for the cycle and get in the history books, he's got the hardest 3 parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he stands at third and now only needs a single to make some history.
Into the box now, Josh Bell. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. That's popped up. Carpenter has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now at the plate, Tommy Edmonds back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
And he pops it up. Newman into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Moran is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler O'Neill. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that. Up next for the Buccos, Colin Moran. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 10, Ryan.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ryan Reynolds. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled, usually.
And some trouble now in right field. The throw to third. And he's safe.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this.
Now at the plate, Luke Maile. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 27.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Newman. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Looking to minimize the damage here. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Yeah, Matt, credit to this offense. They've been swinging the sticks well all game long, and it just continues here with a 2 RBI hit. Some days the hitting gods are simply just smiling down on you.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. O'Neill waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So, welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, thanks, Heidi. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
1 away now, and here's Matt Carpenter. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. He got him.
Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Stepping into the box, Gerard Dyson. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
Matty, this guy is certainly walking to the plate with confidence. His slugging percentage is going through the roof with a bomb and a triple to boot.
This is pulled into right. Fowler is there, and he has it for the out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Josh Bell. He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter, the third baseman, Colin.
At the plate, Colin Moran. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And this will kick off the base of the wall. as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Gregory Polanco will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. 1-1, here it is. Swung on and belted to right by Polanco. This one's deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a two-run dinger for Gregory Polanco. His third home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Stepping in now, Brian Reynolds. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay throw, well, he is in there with a triple.
That's his 4th triple of the year, so he's used to this. He rounded first, eyeing the ball, and he knew he was going for 3. Great hustle and a great piece of hitting.
Into the box, Luke Maile. And there's a base hit on the line. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense. And now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. The 1-2 pitch. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. Wong for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it... Stepping up to the plate, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Your attention,
Paul DeYoung will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Frazier gloves it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in, Tommy Edmonds. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And it's 1-2.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of...
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. John Gant enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. A chance here for Miller at short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
So stepping in, Adam Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now
standing in, Gerard Dyson. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it. And that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Up next for the Cardinals.
One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V. This is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
And it's fouled away. Goldschmidt, base runner at first with 1 out. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Dexter Fowler. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team.
Fowler.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Josh Bell the next to hit. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. O'Neill facing back at the track. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Colin Moran. A bullet to first base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
Right fielder,
Gregory Polanco will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Ready with the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now
making his way to the plate, Brian Reynolds. And all eyes are on him as he needs a home run to complete the cycle. A 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Chasing after it is O'Neill. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. The throw from his knees onto first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Dyson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Giovanni Gallegos
enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
And a great start to the ninth, as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
In now, Trevor Williams. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Standing in now, Kevin Newman. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box, Adam Frazier. This is pulled into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. In to score, the runner from third.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Stepping in now, Gerard Dyson. Fly ball right down the line in left. O'Neill is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Pittsburgh leads this one 15-0. Stepping in for the Cardinals, number 7, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So digging in now, Tommy Edmonds, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Edmonds is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. Hard hit ball to second. Frazier comes up with it, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Tyler O'Neill. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. The 2-1. Fly ball out toward right field. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, he was gunning for a complete game shutout, but it just wasn't in the cards here. But anytime you can go 9 innings and give up only one single run, you've done pretty good for yourself and your team.
15-1 is the final. The Pirates wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Trevor Williams earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Jack Flaherty struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB
4
Network.
hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon